Hello, people of the internet. It is time to cast the last map of our crazy casting spree. This will be the 44th map since Sunday, James, in 5 days.
Easy for Bardolph.
The 44th map.
Easy for Bardolph.
Hey, you were away for a day, but anyway, nothing.
That's true, actually. I did not think about that.
But you only
Even easier for Bardolph.
Yeah. you only missed 8 on that day, so that's okay. But it's time to go into the last map. It is going to be Luminosity SDK, and it'll be Cobblestone. I already kind of started talking about it before we went to break. And my summation is that it's going to be, I think that Dust 2 basically is probably the best map possible for, for Luminosity to get something done, to get some rounds on the board. I don't see them getting any rounds on this map.
0 rounds.
Okay, I see them getting at the maximum of like 3 rounds. I don't think they will get more than 3 rounds. Because even if they win pistols, SK won the force buy every time on the last map. They won every force buy, James.
All the force buys.
Every single force buy they won. So.
Right then, here we go. Fallen off to a good start. SHOOWTiME getting taken down. 2 CTs make that 1. There goes SHZ as well. PKL is lurking around. Fallen has no one to help him, and no help is required. The pistol round is SK's. They went in and took what they wanted.
They looted and pillaged. And they burned.
Pillage always reminds me of Rise of Nations, which was a RTS game. One of the less popular ones. But it did get a re-release, actually, a few years ago. So I do wonder if anybody out there who is watching at the moment was a Rise of Nations player. I certainly was. The best thing about Rise of Nations was if you fired too many nukes, you got a countdown to Armageddon, and when it reached 0, the game would end, basically, because you basically destroyed the whole world. So you'd fire all the nukes until there was like 1 nuke left to Armageddon. Then there's always that guy who fires that last nuke and ends the game and ruins it for everyone. That was me! I was the guy. I always brought Armageddon. Yes, I did. I enjoyed annoying people in such fashion.
Never played that game. I played a lot of RTSs, but never that one. But as you said, it's a more less popular one.
If I had time, if I was a bum, I would sit at home and I would play Rise of Nations because I thoroughly enjoyed that game. But then,
I'm trying to think the RTSs I played the most. I think it would be StarCraft 2, Brood War, Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2, Command & Conquer, Tiberium Sun, Red Alert. I think those are the RTSs I played the most.
I haven't got time to play all those games.
Total Annihilation. That was a great one. That was next level when it came out. Total Annihilation. Kill, Crush and Destroy. If anyone remembers that one.
You're actually still going,
dude.
This explains a lot. Actually,
I'm a massive nerd.
This explains a lot.
The thing is, it's not even my main game. My main genre.
I played 1 RTS.
It's not my main genre.
You played every RTS.
Yeah. It's anti-eco time, James. Oh wow! Did he get like a mid-air USB headshot?
I don't know. My brain did not register the images.
I want to see it in slow motion with like a 360-degree pan, but like with some fast motion bits as well. Like cinematic though.
Slow motion with some fast motion bits.
I want some Hans Zimmer as well to accompany it.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans.
Is this Buckingham Palace?
Hans Zimmer.
Is this Buckingham Palace? No, it's not.
It is. No, it is certainly not.
Is this the train to Reading?
I have never heard that. Actually makes sense that someone would say that. That's amazing.
Reading Festival.
That's really funny.
Also known as the Reading Festival. SHZ saving the AK that he has picked up, the AK he has collected. He was on an expedition and he stumbled upon an AK-47. And he will keep that. He will take that to his armory, if he has one. I almost have an armory at this point. 3 shotguns now. There are no more shotguns to be purchased by James Bardolph. I'm toying with the idea, though, of getting a rifle license. But to be honest with you, I don't.
Do you know what that is?
I'm never going to have the time.
Do you know what a rifle license is, James? It is an excuse for you to spend inordinate amounts of money. Because once you have it, you can't not buy a rifle. So you're going to spend like crap loads of money.
I can buy a scout for like less than £2,000.
Exactly, that's a lot of money. This is already a lot of money. Anyway.
That's a problem. Poker taught me not to care about the value of money. Although maybe I will one day when I have no money and need some money. Moving to the odds then.
Yeah, we've got double up here for Luminosity. Yet to win a rounds. We get to play into Plateau. Deep is Taco. The deepest of pushes onto Plateau. coldzera's got a UMP, gets the AK from the floor, pries it from the cold dead hands of Taco. He does what Taco could not. He kills Destiny. Destiny itself has been diminished. I don't know what words I'm using at this point, James. But they are words, at least. And not mumbling sounds or incoherent blabbering.
Speaking of which, coldzera did not see the trajectory of the flashbang thrown from the chicken coop on his screen. Otherwise, perhaps he would have picked up a second kill. And now we have SK a man down, moving towards the A site, it seems. FNX is up to all kinds of madness. I don't even know
That's hilarious.
What he's trying to do there. But what he succeeded in doing was dying.
That was really funny, though. Pretty awkward. Yell. The man with the AWP, man with the shots, man with the kills. I mean, he's got 20 seconds. Ooh, he actually connected that, I think. Yeah, he did.
He did indeed.
4 kills for Yell. First buy round, won by Luminosity. Funny, actually, that SK played Luminosity, their old team.
Their old organization.
Yep. SK, it is cool, though, to see SK, the org, with a really good team.
It's interesting how team means a number of different things in esports. FNX looking to harass towards B, but there won't be an overextension from the SK side. In a potential position to reset the economy of Luminosity, which may allow them to get a good lead, although easier said than done. Luminosity have 2 AWPs in play now. You can see Yell being very active towards the A side. SHOOWTiME's on a high ground for the time being. Fallen charging up, but surely he's giving sound cues away. I mean, he must be aware. Oh, SHOOWTiME was walking straight into the angle. Neither player going down, but perhaps Luminosity will be forced to a more passive position over towards A, which means less information, which means gamble rotations. And with 2 players seen towards the B bomb site at the very least, maybe Luminosity will head in that direction. Doesn't seem to be a fake, although SHOOWTiME is checking. They haven't seen the bomb just yet. So indeed, that lack of information will keep SHOOWTiME towards the A bomb site.
This is interesting now because it's going to come down to hitting shots. SK are very good at that, but so far it's Luminosity with the initial advantage. But still work to be done. As SK, they're still milling around the plateau area. Just PKL getting peppered for a moment there. SK having problems here. All these players are really low. This is very winnable for SK now. 20 seconds for the bomb to go down. Yell playing the boulder. It's a really annoying position. It's very awkward. The bomb still needs to be recovered, and that's going to be done by Taco. SHOOWTiME's going to get guaranteed 1 frag here. Now Taco knows, but he's got 10 seconds to plant the bomb, so he's just got to go for it. He's got the cover of the statue. SHOOWTiME, you got to be clutch. Clutch it is. Headshot for him. Rounds for Luminosity.
Good stuff for Luminosity, but it's an expensive round. With the bomb plant, I do wonder if SK are going to go for the buy. And I mean, they've got a fair amount of money. I think they're going to do it because Luminosity is surviving with 1 player. That means they're vulnerable. It means they are there to be exploited. But will they be exploited? That is the... Was it a $10,000 question or a $100,000 question? Or a... How much was the question, guys? Somebody tweet me. I can't remember.
Isn't it a $1,000 question?
No, it's more than that. It was. I think it was at least a $100,000 question. It might be a $100 million question. I really don't remember.
I don't know what the reference is really from though. That's
it's some American TV show, I think. We are in North America after all. Not physically, but you know we're there in spirit.
We'll be there soon, actually.
Indeed, we will.
In less than a week, actually.
In just a few days.
Yeah, see you there, friends. Friends. Oh, now the Tech9s are doing some work. Luminosity starting to struggle. We get the 4 versus 2. And there's really no way back in here, actually, because there's so much time for the post-plant positioning that, you know, one is an AWPer, one... I mean, I guess SHOOWTiME has a rifle, but once he gets the first kill, once he gets spotted on plateau, getting off the plateau is just too difficult. So they're just going to back away, save what they have, and do the best in the following round. This is kind of painful, though, because Luminosity... The thing about SK in this matchup is that in every time when maybe they would actually save against another team, they're actually force buying against Luminosity. Because they know the skill difference is so big, they can get all the edges by doing that. And it means that Luminosity can never build bank. So now Luminosity, okay, sure, they save 2 guns, but they're still going to be hard-pressed to have a proper buy or proper buys going forwards. So, yeah, all this economic pressure from SK is really painful to deal with.
And it continues from SK. LG going for the force buy. Let's see what they can offer, what they can muster, what they can put together in their little factory. The little factory, Chinese factory with dodgy parts. Knockoff, cheap versions of things. I have a friend in production who buys loads of Chinese replicas of things with mixed results. Do wonder if he saves money over time with the wins versus the losses. SH said, with an honest approach to the drop zone, trying to hold it down with the USP, the friendly USP. He literally has a USP and armor. That's what he has. I mean, I don't know why he has bought full armor and just a USP when he could at least buy P250 and Kevlar. I don't know why he needs a helmet. In fact, 4 of the players here have helmets, and they could have more utility. Although perhaps they don't know what SK should be bringing out in this round. Lots of grenades being thrown over towards B-bomb site. That's going to keep 4 people entertained. Bearing in mind SK survived the last round of 4 players. I don't know what use these helmets are for Luminosity. But anyway, Yell is coming in with a pick onto coldzera. That's the bomb spotted as well. That's the bomb on the floor. That bomb needs to be retrieved. And quickly, 20 seconds left, and Yell is continuing to deliver for his side. In fact, not a single frag has come the way of SK just yet. Taka going for a late flank. SK seems to have just given up on the bomb. So what? I mean, what if dies after time? That got pretty weird, pretty funky. And the buys continue from SK. The pressure continues. They've got money for the AKs, and the AKs they will wield. 4-3 in favor of SK. The money for Luminosity in the bank is about 2,500 for the most part. 2 players on roughly 1,700. Never mind the money. It's all about the kills. It's about the round wins. It's about success. It's about winning. It's about being the best. It's about prevailing. It's about overcoming adversity. Beating your demons, inner and outer. Yell with a nice frag, traded though by the fast play of SK. Big flashbangs coming in from the Luminosity side. There's a second one from SHOOWTiME. Not going to peek with it though. Needs to hold the high ground as well. Unbeknownst to him, nobody's there. Down goes Fallen. The charge continues from SK, but LG running hot now. SH with 3 very fast frags, leaving coldzera alone, and maybe the money is running out for the SK side. 4-4. Indeed, they may finally have to face the facts that they are going to Eco Town. So indeed, we are going to be going to America soon. We'll be back in Atlanta, and I will be swimming with whale sharks and manta rays. Scuba diving to be exact. It's gonna be good. This is an important round for Luminosity. To win in the numbers, they need to build their money for the final rounds. That's an interesting angle from SHOOWTiME. It's always horrible when you die with a grenade in your hand. For those of you at home, especially those of you who like your matchmaking and so on, most of you probably suck. That's the honest truth. So what's important is to, when you when you die with a grenade in your hand, just think about why. Because most of the time, you probably shouldn't be putting out a grenade in that situation, especially when there's maybe, I don't know, 3, 4 people total left in a round. I see a lot of people who just throw grenades because they have them in their utility, that in their inventory. That's not a reason to throw a grenade. Throwing a grenade is about the situation, not what you have. Fur has 36 seconds. He can see the bomb. He could actually pick up the bomb and go towards A, but he's sitting waiting for what might be an inevitable push, and that may lead to his demise. 20 seconds now, still not going for the bomb. I think he wants to hold on to his AWP. He has no... Oh, look at that. He's disposing of it. He's taking it to the trash can. And he will be taken care of. 3 kills for SHZ, 2 kills for SHOOWTiME.
They're getting rounds, James. Rounds are being had here by Luminosity. But what do we expect from this one? I mean, normally with a buy like this, you really... I mean, you can do a lot in Cobblestone. The B play is very predictable, and a lot of teams play... Oh, we got a 3-man setup here on A long. Very interesting, actually. Again, considering SK's economy, that Luminosity are going to go for this, and they're just about... Oh, no, they're just about going to miss all the players throwing all the nades. And so there's insufficient amounts of players here. Yell's going to have to go big on the clutch. Flashback out for the second kill. Yell looking to make the peak. Flick comes in, but he misses that one, and that's going to be a big opportunity now for SK. They've been very fortunate that, again, on a round where you probably expect B play, they went for a 3-man stack on A long, which is quite cool to see. They just guessed wrong at this point, and that happens. That happens. Poor Luminosity. It's not really maybe the time that they could afford for it to happen, but maybe they can still save this one. 3-on-3 as they come in for the retake. PKL able to take down Fur, and things looking not too shabby here for SK Gaming. Now they start to get the AWP shots off. Fallen's going to end the round 5-2-5. And SK Gaming, Luminosity made a really good go of that retake. They almost nailed it. Only just 1 man standing. If you consider that they lost the bomb site immediately and played 3 men on long straight at the start of the round, it's actually a pretty respectable attempt, which was almost successful.
Was successful, but not quite, unfortunately, for Luminosity. Score is tied up once again. Destiny jump peeking around the statue, and indeed it's just initial harassment from SK. Luminosity going for a late peek towards the drop zone. Got to do it quickly. Oh, the Molotov, that's going to do significant damage to this side. Now we've got Taco being unleashed. Destiny still in a position to pick. That's a lovely grenade. That's a glorious grenade, but it's not enough damage to stop Taco. He will let someone else take the reins. On this occasion, it's Fallen, but Fallen's on fire. Being on fire is generally not recommended. I was on fire once.
Really?
Yeah, because a friend of mine had a Roman candle firework, and he shot my hoodie in the stomach, and then my hoodie kind of caught fire and burned a hole. You know, the bit where you put your hands. Yeah. It was singeing away, just burning a hole. So I was basically on fire.
Kind of.
I wasn't like Richard Pryor tier on fire, but I was on fire.
SK Gaming are on fire in this round, hitting all the shots. And, well, there you go, 6-5. Just easy entries for them in the end. Taking opportunity when it came to them. Hitting those crucial frags. So life is going to be difficult now for Luminosity because their money's finally been broken. SK Gaming, will they give up grip on this? It's unexpected to say the least. But then again, Luminosity have been able to scrounge together 5 rounds so far, so they've been doing pretty well. Again, honestly, against most teams that are really adept on this map, getting between 5 to 7 rounds is kind of like we feel like our job has been done here, because you're supposed to have very strong T sides. Fallen scanning like Terminator. There's 4 players here. As soon as he fires one shot, he's probably getting overwhelmed. Oh, he goes for the repeat there. Are you serious? Still gets himself, or with the help of FNX, a couple kills. James, in what world at that range of Warp, like you see 4 players, like, yeah, I'm going to re-peek into this. It's all fine.
Fallen wants to know the upper limits of his ability. He wants to know if he's Batman.
That's actually almost the thing. Like, I want to know my limits. This should not be physically possible, but maybe.
I want to know what I am capable of.
Because that's amazing. It's like, it's just a decision there to peek again. Because the hilarious thing, right, is that there's actually a spot there where he just never dies. Because if he falls back, he's got FNX covering him. So they're going to be trying to jump around the corner to kill him. And FNX just gets the easy kills, and then he can pick off the guy that actually makes it past FNX.
It's
and
almost
no one
like
dies.
it's almost like I can't repeat this. But what if I can?
That's amazing.
How does he not get a single kill?
That flash was money.
There's 3 people there, and I thought he was going to spray 2 down, but he doesn't get a single kill, unfortunately. Not a single kill. 2-round lead for SK. Minute 20 on the clock. Bomb rotating away from the A-bomb site. coldzera keeping an eye on things towards B. And LG are deep into the B bomb site, so they're not going to have information, although they seem to be pushing for it towards A. Fallen is forcing them back, though, on his Jack Jones. The fake is real, but they're rotating towards B bomb site. They are non-believers. They think Fallen is lying to them. He's providing false information. He's a false prophet, a false god. And indeed, they are correct, but what can they do about it? Trying to boost towards the tree, working out so far, but there's still a man advantage. Flash won't cost coldzera his life. Shooting towards the boulder, down he goes. No trade from First. First got 1 HP on the bomb. 35 seconds, Fallen rotating. He has to rotate fast, meaning he'll give his position away. PKL, here's the sound cues.
I think Fallen must have seen that. I think he saw the edge of PKL. Oh, this is so tight. Oh man. This is so tight at the moment. 15 seconds, they've got to make the kills happen. First kill, oh, but first, he's left on 1 HP. He has the AWP, though. He could do this if he makes a crazy shot. He had time to make a shot there, James. I don't know what he was doing, but he did. I don't think he even fired. Maybe.
I thought he was good for it. I thought he was good for it.
I mean, 6 rounds is really good on the CT side, especially against SK.
Okay, someone tweeted me and said it's a $64,000 question. I think he might be right.
Is it really that much?
I think it might be.
No question should be. Well, never mind. I'm not going to say something incredibly stupid.
No question should be $64,000.
I'm going to just. Yeah, I'm not going to.
Really? Were you about to give a nerd answer to that?
No.
You weren't you? You were. You liar. My girlfriend's tuned in now.
Really? Why is that?
Because she's awesome, that's why. Taco taking SHOOWTiME down. Yell and PKL need to rotate in. There is Yell getting taken out. PKL last man standing. But not for long. Luminosity, I mean, they've got a good score on the board. I mean, yes, Dust 2 was very dominating for SK. But, I mean, this is not... SK would expect more rounds on the board.
Shouldn't your girlfriend be asleep? It's almost 3 in the morning, James. It's quite late.
She can't sleep. Maybe I've given her my can't sleep disease.
Yeah, I've appropriated it as well, actually. Weirdly.
As long as that's the only disease I have, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, Luminosity are likely losing this round, though, as I say that. Why doesn't Yeo just walk out and eliminate Taco? Seems like a fair plan. Oh dear. I have to say, maybe SK are playing a little bit loose, James. A little bit looser than otherwise they would be normally.
Loose as a goose. I wonder what that means, actually.
What? What's that?
Loose as a goose.
Oh, loose as a goose. I would rather not find out. I'm happy living in ignorance on that one, James. I choose ignorance on that.
This is... When Godsent played Cobblestone earlier, that was somewhat of a... Oh my god. That was somewhat of a crazy map and a fast map as well. And indeed, it's basically descending into somewhat of like a domestic Brazil versus Brazil crazy match. Like we saw, yeah. We've seen just craziness all over.
How loose is a goose?
I thought you didn't want to delve.
No, yeah, you're right.
Into this.
Let's not do that. I think that's probably a wise choice.
I mean, that question.
It can't end.
You want to delve into the goose itself.
How does that end well? That's not a question which has a good end.
Stop.
So we'll move on. Just like the players into the new half. Oh, this is quite funny. Is this actually like a mad read into how SK play their pistols? Because first is going to get completely destroyed here. Or is he? Oh, please.
I thought he got 2 kills there.
Yeah, there's like a world where he like kills all of them, isn't there? Is this that world? It seems like it's not.
2 PT50s picked up by Luminosity. But again, it's not the raid boss. Although SHZ has picked one up. So he has essentially become a raid boss. But still, I mean, you're not going to get the one shot from that distance. It's still too far away. Down goes Cold. 2 players towards B. The flank's coming in from Fallen, but he is a fair distance away.
Is this going to be... Because is Fallen going to be able to take this pistol? Because I think this, if so, this will be the first pistol round they've won against Luminosity. It feels like. I think Luminosity have been winning all the pistols. And it can still be that way if Destiny gets this shot. Oh, man. It's just... I guess it's just supposed to be that way, isn't it, James? Is that every single pistol? I think it is. I think they've won every pistol against SK.
They need to, that's for sure. No,
no?
SK won the first pistol.
Oh, okay, then I'm lying.
Yeah?
I'm a liar. I apologize for those I have deceived. But we got to the bottom of the truth at the end of things. So it's going to be Force Buy from SK. They have a pretty good record with Force Buys against Luminosity so far in this series. So we'll have to see whether or not they can maintain that consistency on their Force Buy victories, which seem to be like kryptonite for Luminosity thus far. Although I feel like Cobblestone generally should be a different story in that regard, because Dust 2, of course, you know, it's just a different affair with all the open areas that you can abuse with all the deagles and the, you know, weapons like Glils and Scouts and so on and so forth. So should be a different story. Luminosity on the T side as well. They're playing a bit of a default, just playing passive on both sides of the map until eventually they'll throw all the bodies in together somewhere. Hopefully towards B, because there's only 2 players there. I don't see Luminosity losing this round, James. I think it'd be really weird. They've played it out well so far. SHOOWTiME's still gathering information. If he can get a pick, and then the push comes into B, okay, they're actually going back to A again. All right then. Oh no, it begins. It begins, James.
For next repositioning, getting himself a good spot. It's going to be hard to use the numbers game here without having to trade. And that's exactly what he wanted. coldzera popping out as well. The distraction game is exquisite. Luminosity continuing to commit to the site. 2 players here. More trades coming in, and there's the headshot at the end for Taco. So the Force Buy will prevail for SK once again. 3-round lead for the Brazilians versus the Brazilians.
3-round lead, indeed. Will it be extended? Or will it be closed? Back to you.
Excuse me. Luminosity. Force of their own. Ooh, PKL. He needs help. But the thing is, do Luminosity commit a player to trying to save PKL? Because that may mean they both die indeed. To be honest with you, I think PKL should have just been left to die. You can't save him in that situation. Just leave him to die.
Sometimes you got to cut the arm off to save the whatever else you have going on.
Whatever doesn't have gangrene.
Yeah, exactly. So the rest of you, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Got to cut the arms off.
Both the arms now.
Well,
Who's going to wipe your bum?
They have machines for that now. So it's a 3 versus 4 now as Luminosity have lost a lot of health on their remaining players. And they're still yet to get onto the B-bomb sites. They're going to be trying their hardest though now as they start to push around, but coldzera should be in a good position to deny more or less everything. That's a nice flash. I think that's a flash from a teammate actually, but he might have saved him. It saved him from peeking cold and dying. Extended his life.
maybe it was deliberate.
Yes.
Stay in a drop. Stay in a drop.
Don't do this.
And indeed, maybe it was the best idea to stay in the drop. coldzera cleaning up 2 of those 3 frags.
It did extend his life an extra 3 or 4 seconds, so maybe it was worth it.
He got to
glimpse things
at the worlds before
ultimate destruction.
His eyes, before everything went black permanently. Until the next round, of course. Fallen wielding the Mag 7 for now. This is another eco round for doing the best he could. Died with a good name. That's just not helpful. At least he didn't get fined $3,300 or whatever it used to be.
I love how it was 3,300, not 3,000, not 3,500, not like no kind of clean figures. It's specifically 3,300.
That is a colossal fine.
It's like
11 times a kill from like a pistol.
Yeah,
that's mental.
It's so funny because it's like, is that supposed to be negative conditioning? Because it's not, you know, if a team kill happens, that's why obviously it's ridiculous. Because if a team kill happens, it's obviously in professional play, for example, it's not deliberate. Well, I don't know, maybe it is, but
if you think of how long you got fined in professional play for a team kill as well, $3,300.
Yeah, it's for a long time, wasn't it? Like
that
a
is
good year and a half or
That
something.
is bonkers. That's so much money.
Maybe a year. I actually don't know how long it was in there before it was changed.
It's like, it's almost, that's more than 20% of the total money you can have at any one time, which you almost will never have, might I add.
Yep, that's true.
5 rounds ahead are the SK team. Luminosity, what do you have planned on your T side? You have to wonder what the frame of mind is in a match like this for Luminosity. Like, can they just concentrate on playing their own game, or are they just fearful of what where SK might be? How do you kill SK?
Well, I mean, this is a good. I mean, I have to hold that 4, but yeah, looks like Luminosity will get the 2 picks there. Let's just say this is a great map for them to not have to care about SK, because SK can't do that much on the TCT side. You see this like crazy push from Fur, but that means Taco has to delay them. He's impossible though, he's alone. And that is the problem. Easy kill on the flanker. But yeah, on the T side of Cobblestone, you don't have to worry about the CTs doing crazy stuff to disrupt you. So they can very much play their own game, which actually makes the T side, actually makes this kind of a scary game in some respects to SK. Nope, not going to happen, Fallen. And it appears like Luminosity have arrived at 8 rounds, but they have to still defeat another bye round of SK Gaming. That's still a thing that they must deal with, and that means an AWP as well on Fallen. And we all know what he can do with an AWP. He's going A-long, actually, interestingly.
Right then, Luminosity. Got a round on the board. If you lose this, you might be able to force up with 2 rifles. Maybe, if you get a plant. You can't afford to lose this. But if you win this, then SK have no money. And the comeback trial can begin. And it won't be a long one. 3 rounds behind, should they win this round. Fur has been picked off like a scab on a knee.
Oh my! Could you not have? Is that really your go-to there? Do you just literally think the most grotesque thing?
I've picked many scabs. I used to love picking scabs.
Just keep going.
Although when they were still a bit like moist and tender, it was brutal because you just keep pulling flesh at the same time. But when they were like super dry and you could just pick it bit by bit, it was interesting. Let's say that. Sometimes you'd overextend and then you just wreck your skin.
You definitely overextended there. I could have muted everyone's your mic, everyone's mic, global mute. But I apologise to the viewers that I forgot that I could
Dan,
use
there's
mic in time.
28 seconds left, and LG are basically going... Oh, boy. Okay. Well, it seems they have a plan. And that is wreck people, make them backflip backwards, and land on their necks. And then just take the site. I was worried, I was concerned, because... I mean, obviously I had no reason to be worried. SHZ has seen Fallen's elbow, but... Well, there we go. Luminosity have done it. They've broken the money of SK. You can see them on $2,000 now. Oh, that's not minimal loss, but that's 1,900. So 2,400 next round. They'll be back on the buy soon enough.
I don't know really. Yeah, this is a little bit surprising. Luminosity, but it is kind of, as I said, like there is a degree of scariness to this. Because it is Cobblestone T side, and SK, even if even though they are an amazing team, the other team gets so much freedom to do what they want, and there's not much you are able to do about that because your engagements are so incredibly disadvantageous if you try to push for information. There's not really much information to have apart from you're in their faces now or you're not. And being in their faces is too much risk. You need to actually have map control.
Faces are great.
I suppose.
There's a club in Essex called Faces. That's where all the chavs go.
Chavs. I got mugged by a group of chavs once. It's great.
That must have been an experience. What was the conversation like?
They were just very unintelligent. I don't think even though we spoke the same language, I couldn't communicate with them. It was it's as if they didn't speak my language, for all intents and purposes. Anyway, moving onwards, we get the anti-eco arriving onto the B-bomb side here for the Luminosity side, and they're doing this pretty well. Like this is a well anti-ecoed round. Get all the bodies into B-bomb side after the default, just playing passively. I like it. Now they are a mere 2 rounds away from SK. SK might be starting to worry about their points because their points could be going to LG if they're not careful.
I was in a bus stop in Devon once, and one chav considered trying to rob me.
Then he realized you're like a 6'5" black guy. He's like, oh wait.
He eventually realised it probably wasn't his best idea.
I don't have that going for me, James. Unfortunately. Don't exactly have that going for me.
Well, let's see what Luminosity have going for them. They are 2 rounds behind SK at the moment, who've gone for a force buy double mag 7. SK with some utility here. Taco avoiding a lot of flashbangs, but everybody knows that position, and Luminosity will make it work for them, not for SK. FNX flying through with a mag 7, only good for 1 kill though. 4 versus 2 at the moment, and Fallen is miles away from Fur. Wall of smokes, but surely it's not safe for him to go through it. Oh dear, he's got himself a kill with no response. Yell finally finishes him off, but now Fallen is stuck.
Is there a weapon somewhere for him to pick up? He's going to have to rock the USP. Good God. Oh, man. What a weird situation for SK. Is this... Yeah, 12 to 11 now. Starting to get kind of weird. Things are getting weird. It's the Twilight Zone. So it's time for SK to, well, half buy. Is it a half buy or is it just? I think it's, well, whatever. It's, they bought some pistols. It's somewhat of a nothing buy.
3 HEs, 3 high explosive. Oh boy, oh boy. Are all these HEs towards B? Because look at the stack. Throw them, throw them. There's the first one. There's the second one. Oh my God, there's one more somewhere. Oh, it's been deployed. This could be terrible. Look at the damage that has been done. Look at the damage. The Deagle comes in to clean house. Fallen's going for the flank as well, and LG, the longer you stand there, Luminosity, the more time SK have to get into more savage positions. You're giving them time to rotate. Double flashbangs coming out. SHZ getting tagged. Finished off by Taco. Looking for the second frag, can't make it. Now Fallen's coming in. And they're ready for him. The patience has paid off for Luminosity.
FNX did 201 damage with grenade. With a grenade. He did 201 damage with a grenade.
That is outstanding.
That's what that stat just said. I don't know if it's a liar, like you, but you're not really
I'm
a liar.
not a liar.
You're not really a liar.
Why would you say this?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
I can't even commit. I can't even commit there. Oh man, it's been a long day. It's been a long ass day.
I've never described someone as having a long arse before. I must be honest.
Well, I didn't describe someone. I described the day.
I know, but
as
okay.
Long arse.
I know, but long. You said long arse, right?
Yeah, but you
just
don't
think about that literally. Like, have you ever seen somebody with a long arse? It's weird, isn't it? I'm not criticizing you for it. I mean, I say that as well, but it's just, if you think about it, like, what are you actually saying? Right?
Well,
Luminosity moving into, well, they want to move into the drop zone. Oh, SH Dead is absolutely not on fire. Now he's on fire. Now he's not on fire anymore. But he's got himself a pick. In the meantime, SHOOWTiME has been picked off. 12-12 at the moment. Both these teams looking for the lead. Still 2 AWPs on SK.
what are you saying? That is a good question. What are you even saying? Well, this is the very passive positioning from the SK Gaming lads. coldzera and Fallen on the AWPs respectively, covering both sides of the map. And the rotation will begin to come in. This is probably the round that either stops Luminosity dead in their momentum and claims maybe even enough rounds for the map for SK, or it is a round which puts desperation onto SK. We're about to find out. Oh dear, falling caught at the worst possible moment there. The timing is unreal. His teammates have to save him. Fur with some nice strafing and firing there, but he gets wrecked all the same. Luminosity, they have 5 seconds to plant bomb. They're okay though, but all that money was now just lost for SK. SK could very, very much lose this from this point forwards. They will have max loss bonus, or they do still have max loss bonus, but it's a half buy and then a buy. So Luminosity, they've showed a great capability in the anti-force buy, anti-eco. So Luminosity will be on 14 rounds, James, before SK Gaming can mount a proper buy, unless they just start force buying every round. It should go 14-12 for Luminosity this now. That's the world we're in.
This is the world we live in.
This is the reality.
I mean,
of the situation.
Last season, SK lost on Cobblestone to TSM. Maybe this season they lose on Cobblestone to Luminosity. Maybe that's just how the world will work. This is indeed perhaps the world we live in. We have a pause being called by SK. What does SK stand for?
Scroll Commando. I don't know how you're supposed to actually say it's German, but that's what it is. Something Commando, Scrub Commando.
Scrub Commando?
Scrot. Don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. But the first bit.
Tactical pause.
No one ever says it. No one ever says it. They just say SK. It's funny, isn't it? So what are they saying in this pause? What the hell's going on, Dan? That's probably what they're saying.
Didn't our graphic designer design the logo of SK?
No, not this one. He designed
one?
He designed the original logo for SK, which was also quite godlike.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nerd fact for all you guys out there: FACEIT graphic designer, in fact, designed the original SK logo.
Yeah, this is a newer one. But the original was designed by Simeone Spagnoli. You don't say the G. Because it's, you know, Italian thing. It's like bolognese. You don't say bolognese or bolognese.
Can I have the bolognese, please?
Can I have the bolognese? Bolognese. Can I have the bolognese?
Can I have the bolognese? SK, they've opted for the force buy, Dan. They've opted for the force buy. Double mag 7 coming out. The force buys have worked for them before. But maybe this situation commands more respect. coldzera with the AWP. Fallen on a deagle. Oh! coldzera gets his bell rung through the box, and that's all good for 88 HP, but now he really needs to get out of there. Luminosity, do they realize, I mean, he's taken a shot, coldzera, so they know the AWP is towards the B bomb side. Perhaps they know they've done damage to him as well. What is the priority here? They're moving towards the AWP. They've got time on the clock. They're not going to use it. Fallen still over towards B, but rest of the team's over here towards B.
Oh man, that is a sick peek from PKL. Oh my god. They are completely decimating SK. Well, what do you say about that one?
Well, the SK, they have the money actually in the bank to go for the max buy in the next round. So it is the half buy, not the forced buy. Please excuse my error. Yep. I sincerely apologize to all watching and all who may watch in the future, be it live or on the YouTubes or wherever else you may see these VODs. Accept my humble apologies.
Yeah, there might be someone who watches this VOD in like 5 years from now.
And you'd be like, James is a twat.
So what's up, guy from 2021? It's like a time capsule. We should do that. We should do a time capsule.
What, and bury it?
We don't have to bury it necessarily, but...
What do people do with time capsules?
I don't know how that really works. Have you seen those like Reddit time capsules? Those are quite fun, actually.
No.
Like a community basically throws in a bunch of predictions of what they think will happen in like 1 year.
I haven't got time for
like
that.
Who's going to win this and that, and who's going to, like, what teams will be made and all that kind of stuff. It's quite interesting, actually.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Some of the prophecies come true. It's interesting.
Well, some, yeah, well, I mean...
AWPs here for SK. 2 AWPs, in fact. But they've not been having too much luck with them so far. They've actually been getting out-fragged, out-entry'd by Luminosity, which is fantastic. Luminosity haven't had the best season, but if they could defeat SK, then that would be a pretty nice situation for them. Of course, I guess that kind of goes without saying, stating the obvious, but whatever. So we get all the nades, a torrent of grenades over the top. coldzera missing a shot, perhaps he did not have the ability to, or couldn't really afford to miss. And that leaves the pressure on Fur and FNX, who seem to be holding things down. And is this a restoration to normality? It could very well be, because 13-14, a round picked up by SK. Is that their first round in forever? First round in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds, won in a row by Luminosity. And then they finally pick up their first round. So that's pretty good going. Eventually got there, but they have to close the game. There's actually quite a realistic possibility that this goes to overtime, which is quite hilarious. That's a Luminosity have not built a huge amount of bank, so it's going to be hard to say whether we actually get to that point or not at this stage. But big buys for both teams once again.
If SK get reset now, that's a wrap. That's GG's. I don't see the force buy working out for this side. I don't see it. I don't see it. We've seen it in many, but now the pressure is on. Now the beads of sweat are rolling down the faces of these players. SHOOWTiME and PKL moving towards the long area. Fallen is almost unstoppable from this position, especially if they go for those usual flashbangs over the wall. 24 HP Fallen. Then a grenade! Oh, goodbye! Face plant for him, like he fell off a skateboard. Fur in the danger area. May see a foot. He needs help. Taco's made his way over towards A. 45 seconds left. The bomb and LG's not really moving at the moment. Not giving anything away. But again, if they leave that clock running too low, then they may not have the time to fix any errors being made. Now we've got Fur going for a flank. Luminosity, 25 seconds. Why are you not on the B bomb site? 20 seconds. This is Cobblestone. You can't play this slow on Cobblestone. You can't do this. Disaster is surely imminent. The flashbang, the two-man spray down. Why is this happening? Why have they waited so long? Now the flank comes in, and all of a sudden it's a 2 versus 1. Is that bomb going to land in time? Oh my god. The robbery is real. Dan, why did they wait so long? You can't wait until there are 20 seconds to enter Cobblestone through a smoke.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Why?
Whose smoke was that?
Was
that
do
CT
this?
smoke?
I don't care whose smoke it was. I don't care. I don't care. Why? Just why? This would be a huge victory for them.
It's quite funny though.
Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself?
It's quite funny because if it was a CT smoke, then it's really interesting that there was a CT smoke left that's late into a round. Like that they could still smoke at that point. That means a lack of pressure. Is what that means. Because there should never be CT should never be able to deploy a smoke with 30 seconds left. In theory, that's like you never want that. If you're gonna play a slow round, you have to get rid of the utility. That's the point. Oh well. Sometimes, James. Sometimes you make a mess of the things.
That's like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm so sad. And now, oh man. At least they've got another buy. They've got their utility. They've got grenades. That's a nice grenade. Look how high that was. And the damage it did to FNX. That's interesting.
I like how you're distracting yourself. Like, this is interesting. Definitely still thinking about that last round. Still tilted, of course.
coldzera bringing out the old tree position. Oh my god, why? I just don't understand why people wait until the point where if something goes wrong, they are... I guess you can fill in the blank.
Without options to win the round. I mean, it's the same thing as well. Like, if you wait too long, it actually tells us, like, it's more information for the CTs that what they see means is there's no obscurity. They see stuff. There's no time not to commit for the Ts. So it's like a big information play as well that you're giving for free to the CTs. So trades coming in as the drop zone is occupied. Luminosity going for the B play once again. coldzera completely blinded without support on the tree position. SK, they are getting wrecked here on the defense. The retake has to come in. It has to do damage. It's gonna be Fur and Fallen. I have no idea how this is gonna go. All the nades here still being used. Fur, can he be clutch? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. How does he get that frag? Fallen in 1 versus 2. It's absolutely possible here as he makes his way forward. 7 bullets in that gun. 7 bullets. He's got to go for the reload. Finds himself some cover. Gets himself an angle, but he can't reload in time. Fallen. Oh, Fallen.
The CT still have no money.
They have absolutely no money.
I think Taco can drop an M4 to a teammate, but he hasn't opted to do that, so it might be the FAMAS for him. No, it's the UMP, in fact. He's gone for utility. Luminosity. Can you do this? Or will you succumb to another force buy? I mean... I feel like... that round, they threw it away. They just made it as hard as possible for themselves and then capitulated.
Sometimes you crap the bed, James. Sometimes it happens.
I'm happy to say that I've never done that.
Nor have I, but maybe one day. Who knows?
Although I have dreamed that I was
Go on.
using the toilet, like doing a pee, and then actually did a pee. That wasn't enjoyable.
Yeah, that's happened to me as well.
That's really irritating, actually. Although I haven't done that for a very, very, very long time.
When I was a youngster, I used to walk into the kitchen and just pee in the
well, okay,
in the bin.
Okay.
This seems like a toilet.
Wait, is this a sleep thing, or is this you just did this?
That's when that was when I was like basically asleep.
Well, learn something new every day. SHOOWTiME moving in, the flashbang not working out to FNX, and there's no trade, Dan! There's no trade! They've got 1 rifle! But SK are making this work!
Oh man, it's happening again, isn't it? It's happening again. They're going to have to play out of their skins to take down these players. They're all on the bomb site, apart from Fallen, who's staying on the other side of the map. Oh my god. Oh my days. Oh my days. They can't, they absolutely cannot beat the force buys. It's hilarious. You seem highly amused, James. tweet James your support. He looks like he's wincing. I think from psychological pain, which is manifesting itself physically. Anyway, we have MR3, 10k. Let's see if SK can actually win and punish Luminosity for never being able to win in rounds they should win. That would be interesting. B play comes in. This is a bit of a reset for SK as well. After never being... The hilarious thing is that it's always B. It's always B. SK can just never hold B against Luminosity. I don't know what it is.
Fallen. I don't even know where that kill came from. There goes SHZ. So it seems SK maybe have had enough in this round. This is a round where they've gone all in. They went 2 AWPs. They're just waiting. It's like they just know what the plan is. All of a sudden, all the bullet sounds go away. He must be waiting for a flank. Okay. Okay, Fallen. As you do. As one does.
I do that all the time.
You never released that video. There was a game where Dan was on Mirage on the T side. And
Me?
When you did a 180 scout no scope through the box and headshot someone.
Yeah.
When he fake defused the bomb.
Yeah. That was good.
That is the most absurd shot, and for some reason you have not put that on your YouTube.
It is on my YouTube actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is on my YouTube's.
SK Fallen is going to get picked off early. Picked out of the sky. Like a clay pigeon. Like an orange disc sailing through the air. Only to be blasted to smithereens by the likes of Bardolph. I only missed one clay when we did that Sounds of CSGO video. I was pissed when I missed that clay. I don't even know why I missed it. Luminosity harassing the drop zone. coldzera. Oh, he sees the legs. He actually kills Destiny by spraying his legs. 4-4.
I have a feeling that SK is just going to win this without dropping a map round now. I feel like that's the reality. Did they just come off of a flight, by the way? Did they just get to E-League?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. Oh, how did that not do more damage? Okay, oh my god, that did a lot of damage. That Molotov almost killed 2 players. Pop flash. Well, right now, SK have complete tracking of exactly where the lineup of Luminosity is going, which basically means that there's no way, in reality, they can win this without hitting unbelievable shots. That's the only way out of this situation.
All these rounds, the clock is really running down, and Luminosity has barely got anywhere near the site with 12 seconds on the clock. How do you clear the site and plant the bomb in this situation, sirs? The attempt comes in. Insta frag. So all of a sudden, Luminosity's time management is falling to pieces.
They lost a round because they didn't go to B. B is where they have like all that success, basically. B is where they more or less have had unreal levels of success. So I predict that they just go, they do a slow ass default. Slow ass default. And then...
Did you say ass?
I don't know.
You did, didn't you?
No.
You did. I can see about that stupid smile on your face. You said ass.
S.
Who do you think you are?
Arse. Arse. Oh my god.
Arse.
Anyway, it sounds weird, doesn't it? It sounds really weird. Okay, well, my idea was that they would do a slow default into B set piece, but looks like they're going A again. Oh, actually, everyone's going A B because they think as well that they just go B because they've just been going B for like an entire 30 rounds, but now they go A. Obviously, last one they went A as well, but now they go A.
They haven't seen the bomb, which means FNX is still over towards the B bomb site, and now FNX is alone. So it seems Luminosity will win the last round of the first half of overtime in a game which really should be over already. Luminosity should have taken a crown for this one.
How else? What better way to end a 44 map casting streak than overtime between SK and Luminosity on Cobblestone, James? I think this is really the pinnacle of it all. This is why we're here. We're this is what we're made for. We're made for this. SK must be somewhat annoyed though, because I feel like I've got a feeling that they may have just flown in. If they had their media day today at E-League, they probably just flew in today.
Flew in from where? They live in America.
Yeah, but
so
they
it's not like they.
Another tournament. Okay, maybe you're right.
You know, it's not like we flew there.
Was there like another tournament? It's hard to say. I don't know. It's so hard to know where teams have been actually, or they're coming from. They're always on the move. But you make a good point. Either way, can they close? Luminosity, they will be defending a B push. So far, so extremely good. And just like that, Luminosity take the first round of overtime. I think SK need to take a breather, to be honest. To kind of...
How's no one checking? Like, how did 3 people die before they check that corner?
Yeah, they need. I think they need to take a breather just to really collect themselves and focus their energies, whatever energies. Because maybe they are playing tight. I don't know what it is, but you can see that they are a little bit off here and there. Not taking anything away from Luminosity because they are playing well, and I have quite a lot of respect for Luminosity.
Lots of activity from Luminosity. They are fully rotating out of the B bomb site. That is very curious indeed. So I think both these teams just losing their minds at the moment. Now we've got PKL, the first man to peek with the M4. Where's the AWP? Yell is he's on the A bomb site. That might be the difference maker, although apparently not. Destiny moved away from his desired position, and it's just outright dueling between these two sides now. All the T's over on the B bomb site. They're lining up for ooh. With all that madness, all those grenades, only one person goes down for Luminosity. Is this your round in Luminosity? You're on the CT side. There's only so many mistakes you can make.
This is actually funny because the possibility of another overtime is very, very, very real. I feel like
SK have got no grenades. They've got no grenades.
I feel like they are still winning though. Don't you feel that way? I feel like they're still going to win this round. It just seems like the right thing to happen for there to be another overtime. I just can't see another. Well, I mean, Luminosity have an auto sniper. When does that ever go well? It just never seems to go well. Almost never. So look, it's me. I bought an auto sniper.
So SK, they've tried rushing the last 2 rounds, mixed success.
They have 2 nade streams now.
They've got 2 grenades down. It's all but guaranteed.
Like this is the thing, right? No one bought a UMP or like a Galil or maybe a Tech 9 to fill out with grenades. This is not the usual SK you'd expect, I would say. They've got 5 AKs.
Well, now they have to burn time to burn the utility of Luminosity because indeed, yes, Dan, they've got 2 grenades. They've got 2 grenades.
They've got 2 grenades. It's hilarious, isn't it?
It is quite funny actually that they've just got 2. They've got 2 grenades. They could have 20 grenades, but they have 2. They have 10% of the grenades they would like. How many grenades would you like? 20? Here's 10%.
They could just so easily have had it way more.
You'll be fine with 2 grenades. Everything's fine. 20 seconds left on the clock. They've exhausted. Oh my god. It's a 3 versus 3. The auto sniper gets completely ruined. And the bomb is going to get planted.
Oh my god. It's definitely happening. There is no god. So, as H said, he's waiting for his teammate to come in. Yell, can he get a pick? He's afraid to scope until he's absolutely the last second possible. Oh, Yell, can you do it? Can you get in there? Come on. Oh, that's so hilarious. And then one of the reasons why it worked is because it's like a pure contact play because they literally don't have anything to throw. So they just walked in and got the headshots. Overtime 2. Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gents, to the overtimes on Cobblestone.
The thing is, I feel like it didn't need to you know, Luminosity should have won an all-time, but SK just tried bum rushing at the beginning and just made life harder for themselves, then took it super serious in the last round to bring it back to overtime. But I don't feel like we should be here.
Of course, and well, also, they, like, again, I don't think they should ever be in a position where they have so few grenades. They can just have 2 Tech 9 players. They really want 3 AKs. 3 AKs, 2 guys with Tech 9s. The 2 guys with Tech 9s have full utility. And then you're Gucci. You're good to go. So it's a little bit odds. It's not the normal SK that I would expect, I guess. But hey,
this is where you need sports psychologists.
I don't know if something so complicated is necessary. I think they just need to play better, James. They just need to pull up their socks. Maybe they don't even have socks on, James, to pull up.
They're probably barefoot.
They're probably just barefoot.
Yeah.
That's probably the problem, actually. It's winter, you know. It's cold. I don't know where that comes from. Pull your socks up.
So how many times did you pee in the bin in your kitchen?
It happened maybe like once when I was really young. And I was like asleep, like you know, sometimes you're wandering around and you're asleep, like
no,
kind of sleepwalking.
I don't do that.
I think I probably stopped myself midstream. I would have been like 8 years old. Just a clarification, it's not something like I'm 28 now. It's not something that I do on a regular basis. Oh, sorry, sorry, peed in the bin again.
Sorry, lads. I appear to have urinated in the bin.
that kitchen highly looks so similar to their bathroom.
I've got to rush to the studio. Do you mind taking the rubber shot?
One turn too many. Oh, it's happened again.
No, they're going for the rush again, which hasn't really worked for them, and they have a man disadvantage early now. But FNX, perhaps it could work after all. Oh, he's been spotted. I saw some bullets. Good positioning by FNX. He is a big question mark now. How do the team rotate in this situation? Just holding a nice angle. SHZ must believe that FNX has just completely disappeared. And now he's winning the round for his side, staying alive, bringing SHOOWTiME into his world. And now FACEIT for the cleanup operation. Going for the pre-fire, that's going to work out for him. The smoke grenade, though, is not. 2 CTs over towards B, Yell far away. coldzera running past close to the door. And PKL can raise the alarm. Oh dear, no alarm needs to be raised. He will deal with it himself. 50 seconds left. Can Taco finish this off?
I honestly have no idea what's happened in this round. I will be completely honest and frank. It's people, yeah, it's crazy. Taco has every opportunity to clutch this, of course, but they're waiting for the bomb plant, which is smart. That way they prevent him from getting a one-on-one before the bomb goes down, which greatly enhances their chances. It's a chance enhancer. Taco is pretty beastly. Can he do this? Oh, they are running together there. They've caught all the bullets. Taco's very much got this, I think. PKL's very low on health. Although Taco will die in one headshot, he's lost quite a bit of health. But the headshot is to be Taco's. 20-18. SK yet to drop around on the second overtime. So this is a crazy positioning, actually. Just FNX creeping up here. Getting all the frags and all the big rotation. All the one-on-ones. Right then.
Well, the money for Luminosity has disappeared entirely. SK going for the rush, of course. And it's a 3 versus 3. And there's a full rotation from Luminosity towards the site. And we saw this, I think we saw this from both teams. Or, I don't know, perhaps ill timing versus a team with a terrible buy.
That was hilarious.
Well, 3 for 3. SK.
Surely they can't lose from this position. Surely there is no way.
That reminds me that we went to Malaysia.
What does?
Was that 5 overtimes?
That was brutal because that was 5 overtimes between two teams that
Had no idea how to play cash?
Yeah, from our standards of Europe and NA, didn't know how to play cash. And then it wasn't just overtimes, it was MR5 16K of 5 overtimes of that. It was like, it took 2.5 hours. It took 2.5 hours.
It did.
From start to finish, 2.5 hours for one map of cash.
So I think it's...
There was one wall of smokes thrown in the entire 60 rounds. One.
I think it's reasonable to expect a slow round from Luminosity. But those Molotovs will allow Tacos to get into a more aggressive position. Maybe have a peek towards the B-bomb site. SHOOWTiME and PKL looking for an overextension towards A. First holding an angle towards the long area, and Fallen has a passive angle towards the underpass, but now he has been smoked off. First seems tempted to have a look. He will hear PKL making some noise at the very least, but the bomb's still over towards B bomb site. So what is the play here? LG could go they could go for a play towards drop. Is that a re-smoke of the underpass? Destiny's creeping through towards B. But again, just look at the bomb on your minimap. No one is carrying the bomb at the moment, and there are 40 seconds left. Luminosity don't have a single kill. Moving away after showing some presence. PKL is making his way up towards A. Fallen might be in a position to pick him off. In the meantime, Taco's going to get instantly traded. They know there is a player towards the statue. FNX takes SHZ down. 20 seconds. The bomb making its way towards B, as are all the CTs, although PKL still on the flank. Destiny with a big frag there. And again, there's still a CT towards the statue. 12 seconds. Is that bomb going to get planted? It's down to PKL. He's alone with 8 seconds, hunting for a frag. They will be defeated by the clock once again in a round they cannot afford to lose. I actually expected that to happen. I expected it to finish this way. Unfortunately for Luminosity, they will be on a losing end of...
The stick.
Of... What?
The stick.
Losing end of the stick?
Yeah.
Where does one end of a stick lose? What does that mean? Is that a game? No, it's not, is it? It's just Dan World. Well, Luminosity have finally, SK have finally taken that one over the line. I do think Luminosity should have won the map, judging by the way normal time went, but again, they defeated themselves, in my opinion, and perhaps they did the same towards the end there. So there we go. That's going to bring our show to a close. We will be back on Sunday. 2 days off to rest our voices before we're back with more carnage. Janko will be here as well. Stay tuned, make sure you're following the channel, and we will see you when we see you, namely Sunday.